Hello guys, I am Dr. Khan and today we are going to discuss about the cardiovascular system along with circulatory system and pulmonary circulations. Okay. So the main organ of the cardiovascular system is the heart. Heart is a muscular organ that pump the blood throughout the circulatory system and it's situated between the two lungs in the mediastinum. The heart made a four chamber, the right atrium, the right ventricle, the left atrium and the left ventricle. The right atrium has a thin walled and low pressure chamber. The right atrium has got the pacemaker known as sinoatrial node that produce the cardiac impulse and arterioventricular node that conduct the impulse to the ventricle and receive deoxygenated blood by two large veins, the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. The superior vena cava return the deoxygenated blood or venous blood from the head and neck and the upper limb, while the inferior vena cava return the deoxygenated blood or venous blood from the abdomen, the thoracic cavity and the lower limb. So the superior and inferior vena cava open to the right atrium. Pass the deoxygenated blood come to the right atrium via superior and inferior vena cava, and then the blood enter to the right ventricle by tricuspid valve. When the pressure of the blood in the right ventricle increase, they open the pulmonary valve. From the right ventricle, the pulmonary artery arises, which carries the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs by opening up the pulmonary valve. In the lungs, the oxygen mixes to the blood, which make the blood oxygenated. That oxygenated blood goes to the left atrium by pulmonary vein, and this process is called the pulmonary circulation. So what is the pulmonary circulation? The pulmonary circulation is the process in which the deoxygenated blood goes from the right side of the heart to the lungs by the pulmonary artery. Okay, and the oxygenated blood returns back to the left atrium or the left side of the heart by pulmonary vein. This process is called pulmonary circulation. So when the left atrium receives the oxygenated blood from the lungs by pulmonary valve, that blood entering to the left ventricle by mitral valve or bicuspid valve, and in the left ventricle the pressure of the blood and the movement of the heart open the aortic valve. The left ventricle pump the oxygenated blood to all part of the body by systemic aorta. Now aorta is the largest artery of the human body. So aorta carry the oxygenated blood, okay, and that's aorta further divided to the arteries which also carries the oxygenated blood, and the arteries further divided to the arterioles and carries the oxygenated blood. But now important thing. The important thing is the capillary, because capillary is the end of the arterioles and the venule. So in the capillaries the blood exchange occur, the oxygenated blood become deoxygenated and the capillary and enter to the venule. So now the deoxygenated blood enter from the capillary to the venules, and the blood is going up, and from the venule enters to the veins, and from the veins enter to the superior and inferior vena cava. And this process continues throughout the life and called circulatory system or blood circulation.